What's up, Matt fam? What's up, guys? What's poppin'? What's going on, man? How's your day been? How's your life? Hope everything is great. Today's video, we're basically going to be talking about credit utilization. All right, hope I said that correctly. But either way, we're going to be going over basically that topic. I'm going to be going over my two secured cards, guys, that basically helped me got started, which was a Discover and a Capital One. All right, here. I have these motherfuckers right here. Cool. Oh shit. I'm back. Anyway, so I dropped it. Anyway, so this is my Discover and this is Capital One, right? So again, I only talk about stuff that I've done myself. And again, today I just thought I'd do a video about credit utilization, about how to maximize your credit, how to use your credit. And one, I wish somebody would have told me about this earlier, because it definitely, again, it's a time game with this as well, guys. You're going to be playing and waiting for a time game. But to start off and to stop rambling here, with your credit utilization, whether it's a secured card or unsecured card, secured card, guys, you put down a minimum deposit for the credit limit. A unsecured, you just, use your information, and based off your credit score and your credit history and payment history, etc., they will give you a limit without you putting any money down. And you can start spending that money, and then you just got to pay it back. Works the same way, secured, unsecured, it does not matter. Just secured, low, bad credit score, fair. Unsecured, you got pretty good credit score. You can get any credit card you want. But today we're talking about secured cards and how to use your credit utilization. So some key factors here. One, everybody says you want your credit utilization under 30%, which is the key factor. But in reality, the banks actually want you to use less than 10%. If you're using less than 10%, your credit score, even 30%, your credit score is going to go up. You're going to see a little bit of points increase from that credit card reporting to your credit. But to truly benefit, I guess, from this, guys, I'm not trying to make a long video, and like I said, I talk a lot, right? Because there's a lot of shit on my mind that I just want to express and tell, and my knowledge. Anyway, so you need to figure out your start date, you need to figure out your end date, you need to figure out your due date for that credit card, whether it's secured or unsecured. You need to figure that out, right? Because there's a game, there's a trick to this, right? Because what I found out, and what, again, a lot of people already know about, some people don't know about, which is why I'm even saying it, is that how do I work this, right? So I'm gonna give you a prime example, right? My Discover card, when it was at 500, right? It's at like 1,500 right now, but at 500, I first got that credit card because I only had $500 to my name that I could actually use, right? First thing first, getting these Discover, Capital Ones, any of the secured cards, guys, you're going to be waiting anywhere from 20 to 27 days, potentially. One, for the money to get pulled out of your account. Two, once they get the money out of your account, it has to go through their account. Then it takes a couple of days. Then it takes, 5 to 7 days for the actual card to get to you. You're looking at about a month, bro. All right, so just know that off rip. You're looking at anything more than 20 days, most likely, right? There's some cases where you might get it in less than that, but good job for you. If not, you're looking at 20 days. So don't think, oh, I'm going to put this 500 here and they're going to give me a credit card and then I can just go and spend it and whatever. No, you're going to wait for that credit card to actually come to you, and then you're going to be able to spend it. But anyway, so prime example, I got my Discover credit card, or my Discover secured credit card, $500 cash limit on them. So what I did was I started moving my bills from my debit card over to my Discover card so I could utilize their cash back, right? Start getting cash back for paying my bills like I normally do with my debit card on a regular basis, right? But now I'm actually getting cash back for that. And I can pay the bills, and then, they send you a statement, and then you have up to 30 days to pay off that bill. So prime example, my Discover card, the start date for it, where it starts tracking all my spending habits and all that shit, is the 11th, right? The end date is the 10th, but the due date is actually the 6th. So by the 6th of every month, I need to at least pay the minimum balance or higher. right? You have to pay that minimum balance or higher, or pay off the full balance. But what I figured out, guys, is that I can just pay off the full balance because I know my end date and I know my start date. So again, like I said, I might confuse you right now, but just go with me, just stick with me. If you got to rewind the video, do it. But I have like 2 bills connected to that card, right? Equal out to like $150 out of the 500. I'm always leaving, $350 to $300 in that card to report. But anyway, so I got the card, right? It said, hey, your due date is on the 6th of every month. I think I got the card like the 28th or something like that, or some shit. I don't remember. I started at the beginning of the month. I got it, and it said like, anyway, and there are some cases where you can change the due date, so you can work some shit out, but for the most part, you may or may not to. But so I got the card, right? I had the $500 credit limit in there. The first couple months, bro, I spent the 500, and the first like 2 months I just paid the minimum, which was like $25, right? I'm gonna put a screenshot or something, but I paid $25 for 2 months, and then I was able to get enough of that money back, and I paid off the whole card. But then I realized, bro, it was dinging my credit like big time. It was like, boom, you got high credit usage, lower your credit score, because it shows you your FICO score, right? And I'll even show my FICO score current as of today, which is fucking horrible, right? It's like 599. It is trash, right? But don't even sweat that. Don't even worry about that, right? So it was stinging my credit, and I was like, all right. So I started, researching what can I do, and I stumbled across a couple of videos, stumbled across a couple of blogs, forums on the internet. What you can do is just pay off your shit. So what it came down to was that I'm like, all right. So I spent all my money, grabbed all my money from my debit card, I put it all into the credit card, paid everything off. The 6th rolled around, I paid off the 500. The 10th, the 10th rolled around, end date. It reported that out, right? It reported that out. Now, what I figured out was, okay, if it reports out by the 10th, it like closes, right? Because the 11th, it starts tracking all your spending shit again, right? So on the 10th, it reported out, it sends you your statement and all that shit. Especially like once you get your statement, you go ahead and do this, right? So on the 10th, it reported out, got my statement, all this shit. It said, hey, you owe nothing, your next monthly payment is still the 6th, but you don't owe shit because you didn't, your card is clear. You're back up to the 500 credit limit. So on the 10th, I blew $498 on the 10th. As soon as I got my statement, I blew $498. Now I knew by the 6th, I had to pay that back. Now, again, by the time the 6th came, I didn't have that money, man. Again, I'm trying to hustle, right? I'm trying to move some shit, right? So on the 6th, it reported. On the 10th, again, I got my statement. But just think about it. Just think about what I just said right there. Let's just, prime example, right? Let's just say January 6th, it reported, that I paid off the 500. I had nothing to owe. I spent the 500 on January 10th. On February 6th, it reported, and on February 10th, it said, hey, you owe $498, right? But from January 10th to February 10th, I spent $500 and I did not have to pay because, again, I did not owe nothing. So now my statement rolled around on February and it says, hey, you owe the fucking 500 to 498 or whatever. So now on, March 6th, it's telling me that, hey, you got to either pay the minimum balance by March 6th, or you got to pay off the full balance, or you got to pay, a little bit more than the minimum, whatever, but you owe money by March 6th. But just think about it. January, I had all of January to make back some money and pay that back off. And now I had all of February to pay back and make some of that money. So now I'm up to 2 months, 60 days technically, to pay back the 500. Now within that 60 days, of course, I used my other debit card and I paid off that money. But then I figured I could just keep flipping that, guys. I could just keep flipping that, right? So, and again, it's your money. It goes back to your credit card. So I connected my bills again. I got everything figured out. But guys, basically what I'm getting at is there's a way to use your credit utilization to your advantage, right? So after I figured all that out, I just started clearing everything by the 6th, right? So before the 6th would come, I would drop all my money into that account or off my debit card or whatever cash I had, all that money, pay off that bill. It reported, it showed that I did not owe. It raised my credit limit, for everything else, that, how much I had available. And then on the 10th, when they sent me my statement, I would go blow the entire money, bro. And then again, now, like I said, in the future, I had chances to pay that off. Now I do. I just pay it off. I just have it paid off and let it report my credit card, my credit report. And then the very next day, as soon as I get my statement, I literally just blow through that money. And then, within 30 days, I put it back. I just rotate it because it's your money, right? So prime example, you got a phone bill and an electric bill connected to, like I said, I had 150, right? So the 500 minus the 150, that's 350. So again, I would go back and just pay that 150 every single month. Let that report, go pay my bills again. 30 days later, get my check, go pay that. But it's reporting, you're paying your bills, you're getting cash back, you're increasing your credit score. It's just all benefits, right? It's just everything. Now, you do this, you repeat this process with another credit card and another secured card, another secured card. Anyway, I got off topic real quick, but you basically, you let your credit score build up, and then you go apply for another secured card, and you keep repeating the exact same process, right? Now, to do all that, again, you got to have some extra money. You got to move your money. You got to learn how to manage your money. You got to start really focusing and thinking about how everything is going to play out and plan everything. And then, guys, eventually your credit score is going to start building up. Your credit limits are going to start building up. Like I said, guys, right now, I use that exact same process. And right about now, as of today, I got close to like $5,000 in the bank. Now, again, I started this 8 months ago, guys. So I'm talking about 8 months ago with like a 540, 50, 60 credit score. You feel me? Like I started with that. And now I'm close up to 5K in credit, right? But that's just building off secured cards. And once my secured cards start reporting, my credit score did go up. And then I was able to actually get approved for unsecured cards. And then, of course, that's going to ding your credit because they're pulling your credit report. So make sure you try to do pre-qualifications, pre-approval. Look for those type of deals. You get emails all about them. They'll send ads. It's all, man, you can go through other people's YouTube channels that have links that are affiliates and click through their account, get discounts, get promotions, get special rates, all types of weird stuff, man. All types of weird promotions are out there. But basically that's going to be it, guys, for this damn video, man. I mean, again, like I said, the main key factors to take away from this video are finding your end date, your start date, and your due date, and figure those out, and figure out how to maximize and how to utilize that. Because if you know when it reports, you know when it ends, you know when it starts looking at your payment history, you can counter that. And you can pay off those bills in time. You can pay off everything. And then again, the money is yours, so it's back in your account. You know what I'm saying? You spend the 150 for a phone bill or whatever bill you got, and then you have up to 30 days to pay that off. And then you pay that 150 back, which brings you back at 500, and then you pay that bill again. You know what I mean? So yes, you're moving 150 every time, but you're building your credit and you're putting your money back to your own money. And the best part about that, guys, is when you do upgrade, they send you your deposit back to you in a check. So then you could take that 500 and go drop that in another secured card and then start using that and build that up. And if they do that back, then I got a message. I was like, what the fuck is that? But you use that. Can you meet him outside? No. So you use that to keep just building your credit. But that's going to be the video for today's, guys. I know, again, it's crude. I was all over the place. I rambled, but just take it with a grain of salt and use it. Do it. You know what I mean? Like do something with that information. All right. Peace. You guys stay up, man.